Hey, so just got done. I got some flies buzzing my tower, so bear with me if I'm swatting stuff around. But just got done with today's workout. It's a real fun one because you got some work, some rest. The rest is just enough time to feel okay again, but not enough time to recover fully. So just trying to keep those efforts high on each one. But we've got 5 3-minute rounds. Each round you're gonna start with a 400-meter run. Then when you get back, you're gonna do 10 left arm kettlebell swings, 10 right arm kettlebell swings. You can do that either arm, whichever one you want to go first. Then you go into as many lateral burpees, jumping over that kettlebell, as you can with the remaining time in that 3 minutes. Then we're gonna have 3 minutes of rest, repeat over and over again until you get a total of 5 rounds in. So some tips and stuff here. First of all, we wanna make sure that the 400-meter route you're choosing is something that you can get done between like a minute 15, minute 45, especially on those first rounds, because you got to assume as you kind of get later and later into this, your runs are going to get a little slower and a little slower. So that first run needs to be about a minute 15 to a minute 45. So make sure you're scaling your runs accordingly. So some people might need to do 300, some people might need to do 200s, whatever allows you to get the run down in about that amount of time. That way we've got enough time for the rest of the stuff in here. Then when you come in, we should be using a heavy kettlebell, but again, it's got to be unbroken. So something that you can handle that keeps us moving. That way we're left at the end of these rounds, we're left with like 30 to 45 seconds of lateral burpees. That's kind of the goal here. And if we're only getting 15 seconds of lateral burpees, that might be okay, but it's not quite what we're going for. So make sure you've got a run and a kettlebell that allows you to kind of get to that point to really put the emphasis on finishing hard on the lateral burpees. You'll notice that a kettlebell handle is a little higher than what a barbell would be, so those lateral burpees over a kettlebell tend to be just a little harder. So just keep that in mind, and we don't want you stepping over. We'd much rather see you jump over something lower or just jump over even a line as you're going, because you can't build stepping over things into jumping over things until you jump over things. So we want those lateral burpees, even if it's a line on the ground, jump sideways just a little bit. That's what we're looking for. So I think I was getting between like 10 and 15 lateral burpees in. But again, the main thing is go hard on the burpees when you get there. And we hope that you've got 30 to 45 seconds each round, at least on the first 3 rounds. If you get shorter and stuff as this workout goes on, completely fine, but we don't want that first round being in that 15-second mark. If it is, we might need to make some adjustments. If you can't adjust your run for whatever reason, then you can adjust your kettlebell swings and maybe bump those down to 6 on each side to get the amount of time on the burpees that we're looking for. A couple things. I'm out, probably tell in the video I'm not in the gym, so I'm out at kind of a ranch house. And so I don't know what the 400-meter routes are. Got on Google Maps, but it hasn't been updated in a long time. So the driveway and where this house isn't on Google Maps. So I just had to walk it off. And from my golf days, big step is about 1 yard, and 1 meter is just a hair shorter than 1 yard. So I just took reasonably distanced steps. I just did 400 of them and found a little loop. So my loop here was a little zigzagged behind a cabin and around and through kind of like a little crouching gate area, and then some road and some driveway running. So mine, all I know is mine wasn't 400 meters. My guess is it was actually a little shorter than 400 because I don't feel like I was running particularly fast, and I was putting in, I think the first few were like 1.5 minutes, and even when I thought it was going real slow, they were only like 1:45. So I think I ended up with a little shorter, but if you're ever in a pinch, just remember that a step is about 1 meter, and that'll get you somewhere close. And then the other thing you'll see in the video too is I have a little mat under where the kettlebell is, and I just learned this from the garage gym days before I had a gym. You don't want to put down weights. You know, the bumper plates are fine on concrete, but you don't want to put down metal weights on concrete. It's a lot of force, a lot of impact. There's no give in any of it. And you just don't want to do that. So if you've got a mat or a towel or something laying around, and you're using something metal dumbbells, metal kettlebell, whatever it is, put something down there so you don't goof up the ground there. But as far as strategies on this one, there really are none. It's run, not sprinting, but you got to run fast because you want to give yourself enough time. You know there's rest, so you got to run fast. When I think of running fast, I'm just trying to breathe into my belly, stay tall, and I'm trying to just pick that back leg up high and lean at the ankles, and I can feel my stride opening up that way, but I'm not trying to reach or anything. So it's run fast, but try and stay smooth on it. When you come back in, just take a breath, go straight into the one-arm swings, going broken no matter what. You'll see me on the first round chalk up after the run. On every other run, I chalked before the run, so then when I got back, I could just go straight to that kettlebell and get it started. After the kettlebell swings, it's just start the burpees. I did the first one or two a little slower and then picked up the speed, and I just kept glancing at the time to know if I could sprint or not. This is one of those workouts that during it, you can tell you're tired, you're out of breath during it for sure. And it's one of those where you finish your round, you take a few breaths, and then like 5-10 seconds later, what you did in that round hits you like a wave, and it gets bad. But what I noticed is I sat down, and I felt awful for about a minute. Then I started feeling better again, and then with about a minute and a half left is where I started standing up, rearranging where my kettlebell was, getting my breath, getting the camera set for the next round, that type of stuff. So just know it kind of hits you like a wave as soon as the round is over. Feels awful, but you come back from it. So take this one round at a time. Good luck, have fun. I enjoyed this one. Just push the pace where you can, make it look good. Whew, talk to y'all soon.